Hello Star Wars fans and collectors, it's me JediMaster98 back again with another Star Wars figure review. In today's Star Wars figure review we're going to be taking a look now at another character from Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, and we're going to be taking a look at a very good pilot throughout the sequel trilogy of the Star Wars films. And the character we're going to take a look at today is this one. It is Poe Dameron from Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Now this is Poe Dameron's appearance in his X-Wing flight gear as part of the Battle of Exegol scene in The Rise of Skywalker. But mainly throughout the film we see him in his other normal outfit. So that's the figure of Poe. We'll take a look at him in a few moments, but first, as always, we're going to take a look at the cool vintage collection packaging. As you see, you've got the price I paid for this figure, an image of Oscar Isaac at the side, the Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker logo followed by Poe Dameron's name, an image of an X-Wing in the background, the Kenner logo and the plastic bubble that protects the figure. On the back, as usual, you've got the other figures in the wave of this line followed by the Star Wars logo and multiple languages and advertisements on the back. And if you turn it round again, you've got the stunning artwork from the guys at the Vintage Collection. So that's the packaging for Poe. Let's take a look at this figure in more detail. This is Poe Dameron's appearance, as I said, as part of his flight suit gear in The Rise of Skywalker. We're going to start off with the articulation. He does come with a bowl joint in the head. I can obviously move up and down, around and round. The helmet is removable. It does come with movement in the arms, so there's movements in the elbows, the wrists and the shoulders. Movement in the torso just about due to the flight gear restriction there. It does prevent a little bit of it, but it does move. There's movement in the legs as well, movement in the knees and in the ankles. Obviously you just got to be careful with all the wiring there that's sculpted on the leg. It also does come with a pilot's blaster pistol sculpted in a silver plastic, and you've also got a removable helmet as well of Poe Dameron's markings, and that can be removed. Oh, the head's come off. There we go. Oh, head's come off again. It's a bit of a fiddle this one, I'm afraid. Ah, there we go. I'll show you the face of Poe Dameron. Just give you a zoom in. So as you see, you've got the image of Poe Dameron there. So there's the head sculpt. And the helmet does come with his obviously black squadron markings of red and yellow and all different colours. So obviously you've got the yellow visor and the Rebel Alliance logo on there, and all different markings of Black Squadron on there. So I hope you can see that as much as I can. I'll just move it closer to the camera so you can see all the detail there. And if I was to get the figure as well, you can obviously see Poe's face and everything. While I'm zoomed in, you've obviously got the Rebel Alliance logo on the chest plate and obviously the oxygen apparatus there. I believe that's what it's called. And then you've got all the other markings of his flight suit, his belt, where the holster is stored for the blaster pistol. You've got some pieces on the left leg and some more strappings on the right. Turn it round. You've got the other part of the flight gear. If I turn the head round as well, you can see Poe in his flight gear, his flight action, his flight helmet. The figure's a decent figure. It's not one of the very best version of Poe Dameron. One of the best figures I've seen was part of the Black Series 3.75 action figure, or 3 even 3/4 inch. As it known, that was one of the best Poe Damerons I've seen. But originally I wasn't planning on picking up this vintage collection figure of Poe, but I went to my local Forbidden Planet the other day. So I thought, why not? I'll get him. Doesn't bother me. And yeah, I'm happy with the figure. It's not the greatest figure from the vintage collection that I've picked up so far, but it does a job, because obviously if you want to add Rise of Skywalker Star Wars figures to your collection, I do recommend Poe to your collection, because obviously you want to complete the sequel trilogy figures and characters. Why not have one of these in your collection? But yeah, it's a decent figure. Obviously, as you saw in the video, I was struggling on removing the helmet. That is a little bit of an issue for me, so I'll probably have to put that in warm water just to obviously expand it and obviously just get it to fit the head perfectly. Sculpt wise, movement, it is okay. Obviously you just got to be careful with all the extra wiring and all the extra bits and bobs with a resistance pilot, but apart from that, I did enjoy Poe Dameron as a character in The Rise of Skywalker, The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. Oscar Isaac was cool, and this is a decent figure. Not the best version of this guy, but if you want to pick him up, why not? So that's Poe Dameron from The Rise of Skywalker. I hope I've covered everything on this figure, and I hope you've enjoyed this Star Wars review. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and stay tuned for new videos on the way. So thank you very much for watching, have a nice day, and as always, may the Force be with you.